Hello everyone, I'm Marina and it's Sakramel School. Do you agree that not every nail type will look good with gel polish alone? Here's how to fix wide trapezoidal nails. Stay tuned and let's get right into it. What nails are considered as wide? If their width is bigger than a nail bed length. It can be measured with a measuring tool, a compass, a ruler, a paper form, or just by eye. If the nail plate is wider, then it's a wide nail type. This particular nail plate is flared closer to the free edge. So this oval shape does not flatter it. In order to fix a trapezoidal nail plate, we need to go for a narrow almond shape. Since these nails are too short for it, I'm going to extend them. My today's model is very creative and versatile. She is a dancer and a musician. She plays the drums. And I'm thinking of something cool for her. I start with a nail prep and polish her nails. I have slightly pushed the cuticle with an orange stick so that a removal goes smoothly. The cuticle is thin and her hands are sweating, so I use some talcum powder to dry the cuticle. I'm going to remove it with a rat cone drill bit. The cuticle is uneven and there are many hangnails. This drill bit can polish them, though it has got a dull tip that doesn't work in the sinus zone, in this particular case. Normally, I like using this drill bit on a regular basis, but unfortunately, it doesn't do the job in this case. So I decided to switch to a standard flame drill bit, 0.21 in diameter, to process the sinus zone for a deep manicure. It's been a while since this nail saw it. There is some pterygium on the nails, so this drill bit will help me to remove it. It helps to separate the cuticle and clean the sinus zone, which is crucial to make sure that a coating does not lift near the cuticle. So this way we can get a clean manicure with no leftover pterygium. Since her hands are sweating, I'm going to do a combined manicure. First off, I lift the cuticle and cut it. Then I use a drill bit to polish all the leftover hangnails. You often ask me if it's always necessary. Should we polish the cuticle zone with a drill bit or a silicone carbide polisher every time? The answer is no, it's individual. Do it when you think it's necessary. If cutting the cuticle was enough, we'd better not touch the area, so as not to overfile or thin the skin down and prevent hangnails. A professional nail technician needs to assess a nail and skin condition correctly and choose a corresponding manicure type. But here is a common nail salon scenario. A client comes asking for a manicure, and a nail technician just goes with a classic one, without figuring out the cuticle type and trying to find a manicure type that would actually suit those hands. As you may know, an e-file manicure will be perfect for a thick and dry cuticle. We can also handle it using a classic technique, though it will take more time. We should also use a buffer to polish all the hangnails on the nail fold. It's a nail technician's duty to choose a suitable manicure type given the client's hand and skin condition. Done with the manicure. Now I degrease the nails and apply a primer for proper bonding. For sweating hands, it works as a double-sided tape. Then I add a thin layer of a rubber base coat since the nails are thin and flexible. Do you like manicure and nail extensions? If you do, join my new online course on nail sculpting, from zero to pro, and get your certificate. The course is available worldwide. For more information, click the link in the description box below. For sculpting, I'm going to use dual forms. I fit them given the nail plate width. If they don't cover up the nail, the side walls will get too thin, and the nails will be fragile. If the form is too big, our builder material will flow and we'll never get a clean result. Besides, it will take a while to file out all the irregularities and pulled gel. So we need to grab the right amount and lay it out in the form. Recently, I've been mostly using gel with dual forms, and I've been out of practice with polygel. But the moment I started to lay it out, I remembered that feeling. It doesn't flow or pull the cuticle zone, so overall it's a great technique. Actually, either of the materials will go with dual forms, both gel and polygel, so it's up to a nail technician to choose the material given the nail condition. Once you have set up the form, make sure that there is no pulling, neither in the cuticle zone nor on the sides. They should be thoroughly covered and strong enough to make sure that the coating lasts. You must have noticed that I don't push the form towards the cuticle, leaving a considerable gap. Here's why. Since this nail is trapezoidal, I align the form with its widest part, the ingrows points. The cuticle zone of the form is more rectangular than my models. That's why I leave such a big gap. Removing the dual forms is the best part. I love this moment. My model couldn't believe her eyes. She thought that I would let her go with those plastic nails. She said that she had never seen this technique before, so it really surprised her. Sure, it always makes new clients go wow. It's so nice seeing a nail technician use a curious technique that you have never seen before. Something modern and trendy. That's why I believe that nail technicians should keep learning about new techniques and manicure trends. Since the nail industry is always evolving, there are new tools, products, and equipment. So, a professional nail technician should be aware of it and stay tuned for all the manicure trends coming up. I think beauty conventions are a perfect place to learn about all that stuff. And I'm so proud that our school has organized a manicure convention in Moscow, Nail Dazzle by Sakramel School. We got more than 250 guests, which is a fantastic number. The vibes were unforgettable. We got to learn, chill out, sing, and meditate with our guests. We got to talk and enjoy a buffet reception. We ate and took lots of pictures. So it was a fun and wholesome day. I personally had a blast being there. It was precious seeing all those guests that came there to thank me for our courses and a manicure convention. You know, that's what makes it all worth it. And saying this, I try not to cry tears of joy since I vividly remember all of my emotions. So make sure to visit conventions and conferences where you live or go to bigger cities. Just keep learning and advancing your skills. Such events are held on a regular basis. In the meantime, I have built up the cuticle zone using a camouflage base coat from a French collection. Look how it matches the polygel shade. A man made sure that there is a matching base coat for their polygel. Having complementary base coat colors is super convenient. There will always be a smooth transition from one material to another. Now let's spice it all up with nail art. I have covered up the nail with a matte top coat, then using a glossy one, I paint abstract lines, degrease them, and rub some chrome powder on, in such a gorgeous purple shade. I remove the excess and cover it up with a top coat. Only these fragments. I don't want them to pop out, so I'm using a top coat. But if you want a 3D effect, you can use a clear builder gel. Don't forget about the inside. Turn the hand over and file the natural nail out. I think it's a perfect nail art idea for our drummer. She asked for long nails with vibrant yet classy nail art. So how do you find it? Here's a final look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and check out more nail transformations on my channel. Success in your work! Good luck! Bye bye!